Okay. Let me turn the light on. Let me see. I probably just need this one on. Let me grab me a cutting mat or cutting board. Let's see what I get. Nah. Let's see. This is the one that I use for this my mat for pizza. Because I'll use the actual board. I really don't want to use this, to be honest. Let me just use, okay. My pizza stone. Cutting stone. And I don't want to use that neither. So many of these things is ridiculous. Different things for different reasons. Okay. Different things for different reasons. Anyway, this is a quick little video, that's all. It's only been 3 hours. Remember, so I said I was going to do it on purpose. Like I was going to see how long it needs to be in the refrigerator. And so let me lift this up a little bit. It'll be a better angle. So I purposely, I wasn't sleepy, so I figured, okay, let me come check it at 3 hours. And it's been 3 hours. I think when I got off, I mentioned that it was like 5 o'clock. 5, 6, 7. So it's not even been, what time is it? Oh, wow. It hasn't even been 3 hours yet. Okay? So I'm scared. Let me see. I thought it was 3 hours. I'm gonna put a, yeah. Okay. It hasn't been 3 hours yet. It's only been like two and a half hours. If that. Okay. So it may vary on your refrigerator. And things like that. I have no idea. Okay. The reason I put it on the paper is so it can easily be lifted that way. You see how easy that was? I just pulled this up and it came up. Okay. And then I'm going to just pull that down. And we're going to let you take a look at it. Let me go bring it back down. And you can see the thickness of it from the side. There's a little piece right there. Melts in your mouth. I don't know if this knife is going to be a good knife. Let's grab a different one. Rinse it this side. But I do want it to dry. I don't want it to be wet. Okay. And so, depending on how big you want it, I wouldn't do big. These are specialty. This is Fudge. Fudge usually, you know, let me see. Angle it further down a little bit. And so, how do I want to do this? I'm going to start at this end. I'm going to go score. I'm going to do a score line. Let's see. See that? You probably can't see it, but you will in a minute. And just go down. Down. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off. And then I'm going to cut that into pieces. So this is the piece of fudge. Now see, that's why I don't have to be big, because it's thick. And like Yeah. So I think that is. So I may even do it a little smaller next time. I recommend kind of when you cut it, put it in a airtight container, and you want to put your wax paper in between, like layers, right? Like, let's say this is a layer of them in the can, or which I'm gonna do. Let's see. Let me find. This is separated. I guess I can use for now, because I'm not gonna cut it all up. I think I'm gonna but if you put it in something like this and you want something airtight, right? You're gonna put it in, because it will. Now, let me push on it for you. Push on it and taste it. Wow. Okay. It's really good. It's not too sweet, and it's really good. Okay. This is quick fudge. This was a quick recipe. It's really good. I know it looked like it wasn't gonna be a lot, just looking at it, but you do not cut it. You know what I mean? You don't cut it too large. Like this piece, I would consider to be too large. This would be considered maybe like 1.5 pieces, but it was the end. This piece probably was a little too small. So I think when I am going to put it back in here, put it back in the refrigerator, because I don't feel like cutting that all up before I go to bed. I just don't want to eat all this. Oh my God! Like, I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it in here. This piece is also cut too big. See that? But it's a good bite. This is a good bite size. You know, if you went to a candy store and bought your piece of fudge, I guess this is about the size. It usually will be a little bit thinner. Like it's like this is I think it would be like if you bought it in the store, it'd be about that height. And then about this size, you might have a nut in it. Could have a cherry inside of it. And it could be with it, you know, whether it's peanut or pecan or, yeah, you could put a cherry in these. You could do whatever you want. You could sprinkle some things on top. Yes. So I want to show you this because you don't want them touching each other unless they just touching a little bit. That's why when you buy specialty candies, they're in, you ever notice they're in different little compartments, little spaced out, because you don't want them to touch each other. You don't want them to sit on top of each other because they may stick to each other. So once you put them in, I'll take a little bit of the wax paper and put it on top, and then I would put the other ones in. So I just wanted to give that example. I am not that wow, it is good, and you should treat it the same way you would treat a Valentine box of candies. You know, 1 or 2 pieces at a time. You know what I mean? You don't just eat a lot of it. This is like a specialty item, and it's not something like potato chips where you eat one. You can't just eat one. You know what I mean? Don't do that with this. This is not meant for that. Okay? I just want you to know, because it does taste good, and it might make you want to eat more of it. I am gonna I'm gonna put it back in here, and then I'm gonna check on it, because I'm curious to see what it looks like later on. I just wanted to give people, like when I put it in the cookbook, wanted to give it like a time frame instead of saying 4 to 6 hours. Like that's a big difference. So I'm gonna check on it later, and if I see that it's different than at 2.5 hours, I thought it was 3, but it's just 2.5 hours. Then I'll let you know. I'll adjust in the cookbook. Okay, a lot of these things I do for a reason, so I can like I do measurements and things like that. This really is good. Okay, usually for holidays, Easter's coming up, you can make something like this and box some of these up, maybe a 12-piece, 24-piece, and give it away. Put it in a cute little gift wrapping type of thing, however you want to do that, and it's a gift, and people will love it. Okay, don't put it in nothing like this to give away. Okay, make it a cute little something. Anyway, so I only cut off, and you can't really tell, but you can see where I cut up that little piece from there. And yeah, I'm gonna put it back in the fridge, just like that. I was coming down to make me something to eat, and then I'm gonna put this aside for now. Let me put these knives away. I was thinking about coming down. My grandson fell asleep maybe about a half hour ago. Okay, his little butt, man. He tried. He's fighting. He fights. He refused to go to sleep unless I go to sleep with him. Had me playing with his toes, and that's so I played with his toes. Okay, that's what I did. He had me playing with his damn toes, as usual. And this way. I should have ate something before I had that fudge, though. To be honest, that wasn't a good idea. What did I have? I think I only tasted one piece, and I hope I didn't do 2. I may have done 2. Let's see what I'm gonna might make an omelet. I have some ham, eggs. Whew, let's see. I have cheese, which I'm not gonna put no cheese in it. I don't feel like going to no bathroom. Oh, and I'll make some sausages. Maybe I'll just make so many options. Let's see. Look at this freezer here. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I'm going. I'm gonna make me something to eat, and then I'll be back. It is Friday, so Leak leaves later tonight. So I don't want to make no promises, because usually when I say, hey, I'll be back, then I don't be back. I don't know. It's something about me that when I plan things, I feel like, oh, I said I had to do it, but I don't want to do it. So that's not a good thing. Plus, I have to finish a project that I started that I have to send off this weekend. So, but I may be back later tonight. Okay, maybe. I'm not even sleepy, but I'm gonna try to make myself go to sleep, so I can be up tonight. Try to get some things done when Leaky's not here. That's usually how I'm doing it. I'm scheduling my schedule around him. And when he's here, of course, he wants my attention, and he's going to win, you know? There's no need to fight Leaky. It don't make no sense. I'd be like, Leaky, go in there with your dad. No. So I just, look, I give in. Okay? I personally just give in. He win. And that's just what that is. I'm not even going to fight. I'm grabbing some eggs. to chilies. What did I say I was gonna make? I said omelet, but yeah, I'll do an omelet. Let me grab this. But you keep some things like this in your fridge. That's ham all day, baby. And I'm going to put a slice of cheese in it, which I should not do. I would do bacon, but I don't feel like it. That will take too long. If I do bacon, that will be about 20 minutes. I don't want to be up 20 minutes. Or I could do a sunny side up egg and just. But let's do this. If y'all want to watch me, I guess I'll let y'all watch me, maybe. Let's see if we can move this over. Before we do that, I'm gonna mix it. Usually when I'll just do it straight directly into the pan, but I'm not. I'm gonna do some prep first. Grab me a little bowl. Doesn't need to be that big. I think I have some ham already open. Let me check. Is this one? No, this doesn't look open, but it's separated. So I do see something over here open. There's one that's open, but like I don't. It's something notice. What it is? There's something waste on the package. No matter, we have a lot of it. I am going to do some sausages though. Do I need to do sausages since I'm doing an omelet? I do not. Okay. Salt, pepper. A little bit of slap your mama. Just a tad bit of that. And never could find it. Is it in my spice rack or no? Yeah, I see it. It is on the spice rack. It's right here. Ground ginger. I like ground ginger. Well, I'm gonna find some more of that. Nutmeg. Basically, it's okay. Pepper. Fresh cracked pepper. What's this? Oh, looks like I'm gonna put on dinner since I'm down here. I didn't know I had that. If I had known, I would have put that on last night. So what I'm gonna do, gotta figure out how to get that crock pot. It's too far up there. So what I'll do is, since I can't get the crock pot, what I'm gonna do is take these and soak them. And when hubby come home, I have him grab the crock pot. Or maybe I'll even put them on real low on the stove, which I hate. I do not like doing that. Oh, no, I'll use my rice cooker. This also doubles as a crock pot, what they call a slow cooker. Let me show it to y'all. So this is what I use to cook my rice in. But if you look, I'm not sure if I can zoom in. See that? It says white rice, brown rice, steam, slow cook, and delay time. So since this one's always right there for me, I'm gonna start the beans in here. I think I did that last time. And then hubby, tell him when he comes home to transport them from here to the other one, which is, because we're going to use this to cook the rice in later. I love this pot because I can put the rice on. I can put the rice in here, get everything ready, and schedule it to start cooking right when hubby get off work. That way, by the time he get home, the rice is done and hot. Okay. But I can't do that today because I'm about to use it for the beans. Okay. So before I cook the breakfast, right? Before I do that, I'm going to put the beans on. Okay. It's a good dish. Usually, to be honest, in where I'm from, beans is like a Monday dish. But you cook that whenever you want. Okay. I had a video on this pot. I may not have it anymore. Like I said, I lost that channel. Okay. So this is the insert pot. I have 2 of them. The first thing I'm gonna do, I should have another one of these, like a half pound. I usually cook 1.5 pounds. So give me a second. And since I cook 1.5 pounds, there should be one over here. That's a half. Unless hubby cook it. These are field peas. I do not see. Let me look on the other side over here. Give me a second, y'all, because I do not have my clothing. It shouldn't be over here because this is where the canned goods are on this side. But I'm not in control of my kitchen for a while now. Since COVID, so things could be anywhere. To be honest, things used to have their own little specialty. So anyway, I only have 1 pound in this house. 1 pound of beans. There will be no leftovers, and they'll be gone if I don't come down. If I don't wake up at a certain time and come and get some, I will not get any. My family love beans. I cook them at least once a month. And if I have different type, they might, like the red beans might get cooked once a month. White beans once a month. Pinto beans, I don't know, once every 6 months. The first thing I'm going to do is put them in a pot. And although I'm going to salt them, I'm just going to run some water on them. Honestly, that's something that you used to have to do. You don't really have to do that anymore, to be honest. Because, you know, things are different. Move this up the way. I'll come over here. Give me a second. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Okay. I don't want the phone to fall. I do have let's move this out the way. Oh, this pot, yeah, it's soaking. I don't know what was cooking in this pot. I just cooked something. Oh, I think the neck bones was in this pot. it in your place, baby. Put it in its place. Okay. Hot water. That's water hot. Ooh, Lord, that water hot. Move you out this side. Ooh, that's hot. I'll just wash this pot. I should have did this earlier. I just left it there to soak. Sometimes you can tell when I'm lazy. Because I can always leave a pot hanging around. I would be like, what's going on with that pot? And be like, oh, it's in there soaking. I used to get away with that with my mom. We'd be like, oh, the pot's soaking. She'd be like, soak my ass. She said, what? It doesn't need to soak. Sometimes I was able to get away with it, sometimes not. Okay, sometimes I can get away with it, sometimes not. Now, I don't like this pot. Actually, a friend gave me this pot. We did a potluck at an event that I had for the community, and she can't remember if she cooked something in here or I needed to cook, and I needed a big pot, and this is not considered a big pot. Like I had pots this size already. To me, this is a small pot. Okay. I told her what I need, and she brought this. I hate this pot, and she never wanted it back. Okay, she never. I'm not sure if y'all can see, but see, there's a spot in here, right here. That's a spot. Now that is not something you can get off. What happened was the coating came off. Okay, the coating, this blue came off down there. And so this is really like iron or whatever this pot is. And so things stick right in that one damn spot when I cook in this pot. So I don't like cooking in this pot. That is not non-stick because that's that pot right there. It's a terrible pot. Okay. I'd rather steel or aluminum. Steel or aluminum. Steel is the best. Aluminum is good too, though, depending on what you're cooking. This bullshit right here, though. I'll boil water in here. I think hubby usually make his tea in something like this. But he made neck bones, and apparently he used this pot. And I keep telling him not to cook in this pot. I'm like, babe, don't cook in that pot. I promise you, don't matter what you cook in this pot, it will stick in that spot. It don't matter what it is. And, okay. Anyway, that's the pot. Maybe it was a good pot at one time for her. I have no idea. I've never had a blue pot before. Okay, I'm gonna set this off, let it dry. I'm gonna just sit it on the stove actually. Let it air dry. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna soak these beans. Actually I'm just salting them. You don't usually have to do that. See, the water is clear. Now, back in the day, you had to rinse your beans. You still need to check them because I think I found a rock in one, like, um, sometime last year. I was washing the bean and I found a rock. And you wouldn't want to have somebody or yourself bite into a nice plate of red beans and rice and bite into a hard ass rock. You wouldn't want that. So yeah, I do say just go through them real quick and make sure there's no rocks. Okay. I don't know if the rock was in the pinto beans. I think it was in the pinto beans. I'm putting hot water in this and I'm going to make this. This is 1 pound of beans. I'm going to bring it to the 6.5. 6.5 water mark. That's what I'm going to do. Now, the good thing about a slow cooker is slow cookers won't burn. The thing about red beans, though, they will thicken. If you cook them right, they'll thicken. They burst open. Those are the best beans. Best beans. Red beans from New Orleans is not a whole bean. Okay, that's what you get when you buy them canned beans, though. That's some nasty shit right there. Them canned beans don't have no juice. Every once in a while, I think somebody gave hubby a couple of canned beans. So I've eaten them before. And they do have one called Blue Runners. And you can't find them up here. They down south. Blue Runner in a can. Those beans, you can make them taste like something. Okay. I am going to bring it to the 6. Okay. They're going to cook. I'm going to put them for 10 hours. But they don't have to cook 10 hours. Okay. Hubby, when he come home, he'll do some adjustments. Anything that I don't do, he'll do to finish them off. To be honest, you don't have to do anything with them. Even if you forget to put meat in these beans, you add you some salt and pepper and these things are good. Okay. Big source of protein. Usually he knows that I'm going to season them up ahead of time. And I have to see if I have the Holy Trinity, which is right here, cut up already and prepared. I think I have others too. Okay. What is the Trinity? The Trinity is celery, bell pepper, green onion, or white onion. Okay. Thing is, I want to make sure that's what that is. Yes. And that's what this is too. Okay. Turn that on. I'm not sure if y'all can see what I'm doing right. Probably not. I do not want that too. Okay, so this is the Trinity. And this is also Trinity. You can tell that this has more celery in it, because I can tell by the color. This has less celery. Okay. Probably because I didn't have a lot of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put that in there. I don't have to, it's already chopped up, it's just lumped up. Just throw it in there like that. called prep, baby. Prep. And it's easy to cook when you got things already prepared. Okay, so that's that. I don't have a lot in there, but I'll eventually grab some of this. But I'm gonna put some salt. I am gonna put some pepper. And by the way, if you decide not to use pepper, because you're going to end up using some salt. If you decide not to use pepper, the more you kind of, people, I think I had did a video showing people how to make beans, and it was asking me how much salt and pepper, right? And because I would usually say to taste. And so you can make the same beans I can make the same beans every night and make them taste different. And with simple adjustments of salt and pepper, I can use slap your mama or not use slap your mama. I can add more of one. If I add more pepper, it gives it a whole different flavor. Like your flavor profile, it's just, it's not as simple as add a eighth of a teaspoon of this and that. It depends on you and your taste. And like I said, I can make beans every night and they will taste completely different. And I'm talking about the same beans, just by adjusting your flavor profile. Add more celery, less bell pepper, no celery at all, and bell pepper and onion. Use a yellow onion rather than a sweet onion. Use a sweet onion rather than use green onion and no white or yellow onion. Like, okay. Now I do have a recipe though that will be better than everybody else's beans and rice. Not everybody, but you know what I mean, like most people, home cooks. And yeah, tell you exactly what to put in and the amount, and they'll be so good. Okay. But then again, if you like them spicy, then you might not think they're good, because my beans are never, even though I use a little slap your mama, or I don't just use this. I have quite a few Cajun seasoning or Creole seasoning. By the way, there's no difference in them. Okay, Cajun seasoning and Creole seasoning are the same thing. I think and depending on which company, the same thing I just told you. The difference of how much parsley, how much celery, because this has dried up celery, parsley. Like I have a recipe for Cajun and Creole seasoning. That's what I do. Okay. If you can't buy this, you can make your own, and that's why I have a whole shitload of spices. Okay, shitload of them. I don't think there's not many spices that I don't have. I have everything, baby. You name it, I have ground paprika, smoked paprika, white pepper, black pepper, minced onion, powdered onion, ground cumin, lemon pepper, barbecue spice. I have a pink salt. I think it's called pink salt. I'm not sure if that's the name of it, but it is a pink salt. But I think it has a different name to it, but it is a pink salt. Let me show you. So this is my regular normal spice rack. just know the stuff that's already down, which you can see sage and basil and cinnamon and allspice and pepper and salt. But this up here, I'm not sure if you can see all of that, baby. This up here, baby. It's everything. It's smoked paprika, spicy Hungarian paprika. Yeah. You got shit back there. And over there, I got 2 spice racks up there. I'm not sure if you can see that little setup. It's like layered. So I got things underneath. It goes all the way around. Then it goes all the way around. And then it, yeah. All kinds of shit up there. Brown, bourbon, spice. You use all this type of thing and you add it to your food and it changes the flavor complex. And then not only that, but when you add things in too, could make a big difference in your flavor profile. That's why I call it a flavor profile. You have to understand that. And once you understand flavor profile, adding things like right now, when I put this, right, I put the Holy Trinity in there without cooking it. Y'all notice that? But if I would have put it and sauteed those vegetables, because I call this vegetables, right? That would have gave it a different flavor. And depending on what I sauteed in, if I sauteed in butter, or I sauteed in oil, and then there's different type of oils, and all of that changes the flavor, and which would change the flavor of your entire dish. So far, what did I just put in there? Okay, I am gonna add some onion powder, and I am gonna put a little. I don't know if I have an onion, but it doesn't matter because I have minced onion. Wait, that was onion powder? Yeah, that was onion powder. I don't need that. Okay, and I have some garlic. Let's see, I have minced garlic somewhere in here. I do have an onion, as a matter of fact. A yellow onion, so I'm gonna give that a chop up. So I'm not gonna, I may use the onion powder, but I'm not gonna use the minced onion because I'm gonna use fresh onion. So using this onion and this onion will give it, even though it's onion, this is dried onion, this flavorful, and that depends on the onion, the type of onion, and how strong that onion is. You can have a weaker onion, and it's not gonna have the same flavor as a stronger onion. Okay. This smells like, that smells kind of sweet. This smells like an onion I would fry a few slices and put on a hamburger or a cheesesteak or a po' boy or something. Which I don't put onion on po' boy, but okay. Got me another knife. The one I want is the one I put in the dishwasher. Just rinse it off myself. Wash it myself. Also, depending on when you put the onion in towards the end of the meal, like when it's done, closely done, it's also going to have a different flavor. Put the onion in earlier, give it a different flavor, okay? Yeah, I want that. I don't throw away my onion ends, like the skin. I make a mean as okay, let's get this going. Okay, so depending how do you cut your onion, everybody cut their onion different. You see how that onion is running? It runs a certain way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it some cuts like this. I don't need a lot of onion because the Trinity has onion in it. Okay. Don't have to go too far in because I'm only gonna take a couple of slices off it. Okay, y'all see that, what I did? Let me see if I could put this down so y'all can see what I did. Okay, so I took the knife and I cut little things in like this. Okay, that's what I did. I didn't go too far in. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna now take the knife and and see how micro that is. I didn't get this little end off of here. I'm gonna cut that. Just don't want that paper there. Okay, I'm gonna cut that off. But you see how many that is? If you use your brain, pay attention to what you're doing, it makes sense. You look at the onion and you see how it's running. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off right here. And I'm gonna catch any of that. Okay. And see how small that is already? So in Louisiana, we do cut our things up. In fact, the honest truth is our Trinity is almost like juicing. It gets so micro that people might say, hey, I don't eat onion, but I eat onion. Like, I went to we bought some Chinese food, and these motherfucker people had big ass, crunchy bell pepper and onion on top of in the food, and I was like, what the hell is this? Because I'm not used to that. Where we from, everything is cut small. That's why you never know what's in our dishes, because you cannot see it, but you can taste it. And it's almost like juicing. Like, it's so micro and small that I could put all this onion and make a gravy. I would call it an onion gravy. If you like onion gravy, well, you don't have nothing else but onion. You have some butter, onion, and you may have a piece of meat, and you could still make a gravy. You want to thicken it with a thickener, whether that's flour or cornstarch. But it'll be so good. You know what I mean? Like the drizzlings from the meat, but an onion gravy. Yes, Lord. So good. Okay. That's a good amount of onion. And this is the bulb. Y'all ever seen the bulb in the middle of the onion? Usually, that's the strongest part. They say if you cut that, that's when you might tear up. If you stay away from it. I don't know if that's true. You know what I mean? Like, I've cut onions, and at times, my eyes be burning like hell. Okay? And sometimes my eyes don't burn at all. And all that bullshit of putting a spoon in your mouth, that shit don't work. Not cutting the bulb. I don't have time to be trying not to cut the bulb. The bulb in the goddamn center. Okay? You're cooking. That's what the purpose is. You're cooking. Now, I'm going to put this on slow cooker. And let me show you what. So, see that number blanking? The more times... Oh, I got to turn it off because I want it to cook for more than 2 hours. I gotta turn it off. Okay, so now it's off. Now it's on. That blank. I want to put it on slow cooker, and I want it for the max, which I think is 10 hours. So I'm gonna hit it again and again, again. If I and that's I think that's the most to go. We're gonna hit one more to see. Yeah, see, it went to 2, 3. Now, usually I put it on 10 hours because it cooks all night, and then when I wake up, no matter what time during the day, the beans will be done. Okay, these beans will be done. I have to see what kind of meat I'm gonna put in them. Okay, I am gonna add this to these beans. Okay, I'm gonna lift this up so y'all can see me do it. Just take the pot. Okay. So this is a pound of beans. Yeah, put all this in. It's no big deal. Okay. Cool. I didn't have a whole bell pepper, but this has bell pepper in it and celery, whatever, however people pronounce it. It's no big deal. Grab me a big spoon really quickly here. I really just want to get that onion from off the side there. Okay, so this is the one thing that I have to use, and that is a little sugar. There's other things that you can put in as well. Now, I do not know if it's true, but I've heard where some people say that if they soak the beans overnight, then there's less gas in them. I don't know if that to be true or not, because we don't soak our beans, okay? I'm already having stomach problems, so I definitely don't want no stomach problems. And my husband and children, they work, and the last thing they need is to go to work and be breaking wind. You know what I mean? Because of what they ate the night before. So, yes, you put a little sugar in them. It's not enough to taste. You won't even know. But it will help alleviate that gas. My grandmother used to use either sugar, and I think she also used to either use, if I'm correct, baking soda, if she wanted to, baking soda. Okay. I'm gonna put some garlic in here. About that much garlic. It's not much. Raw garlic. Oh, by the way, have you ever eaten raw garlic? It's really good, and I heard that it's really good for you. So, yeah. You could just put it on a spoon and put it in your mouth, and it doesn't taste bad. It's weird because you would assume that it tastes bad. It really, the taste is not. I don't know. It's like it's mild. It's not what I expected it to be. You know, my grandson eat onion. He'll take this onion and eat this onion. Okay. My grandmother used to do that too. Okay. Now your onion will last a long time if you put it in a bag, and you have to seal it correctly. Okay, you gotta make all the air. If you don't seal it correctly, then the onion will go bad. Okay. If you think it's gonna go bad, chop that up and put in the freezer, or you can put it in the freezer like this. I can put this in the freezer, and when I need it, take it out. Okay. So what have I put in here so far? I put in some salt. I put in some pepper. I put in the onion. I put in the garlic. I think that's it. I haven't put the slap mom. I suggest that you put this in when they're done. Okay, not before. Onion powder. I don't need onion powder because I put a good amount of onion in there. Now, if I hadn't had enough onion, I could have used the onion powder. And by the way, onion powder and minced onion, although they're onion, they're different flavors. Okay, you gotta understand. They take an onion, they dry it out. That's when you get minced, right? This is onion flakes, dried out. But this is onion flakes, blended up into these small ass portions. And by the way, onion will expire. You need to smell your onion. Let me see. Cola said, I was told it helps with the gas. It went away from me. Okay. Oh, lots of people were saying things. Sorry, y'all. I couldn't see the comments until I touched the screen. Hello. Trinity. What's going on? Hey, Pierre. Cola said, my mom and grandmother taught me to chop everything and freeze it. Yes, girl. That way you have it on deck when you need it. I soak mine. Wait, you soak yours what? Oh, man, I gotta go back again. Damn. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm on my phone. You said, I soak mine overnight with kosher salt. Oh, okay. And you said, I was told that it helps with the gas, inducing properties, more flavorful and digestible. Yes. I don't care if it's true either. I know that's right. And you're right. That's what I was raised. Now, y'all, I'm not a scientist but like that's what I learned from, my parents, my grandparents, who taught my parents, and y'all hear me say that I learned from my grandmother a lot, but my grandmother is who taught my parents on both sides. So I don't know. I kind of give my grandparents credit, although I don't. My grandmother never really had me in the kitchen with her. I told y'all, one grandmother, she ended, by the time I was a certain age to learn how to cook, she had moved to California, and the other grandmother lived on the bayou. Remember, I told you she had running water in the kitchen. It was a very small kitchen, and yeah, nah. So, but I know my dad learned from my grandmother. And my mother learned from my grandmother, on her side. So, and as a matter of fact, my parents didn't teach me how to cook. It's almost like my mom was a stay-at-home mom, so she cooked. My mom, and yeah, I watched. I remember certain days I helped, maybe like Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter dinner. She might have us in there and watching her, talking to her at the table, cooking. But she never said get in there and cook dinner. So it's just based on watching. I had a cousin when I would go by one of my aunts. And she cooked and I would watch her. I had it's something else. So that tells you I'm not the best cook in the family. Because my family is filled with cooks. Like they actually cook in restaurants and shit like that. And if they don't cook there currently, they did at one time. My brother cooked in restaurants. Every time he get out of jail, them people were ready to hire my brother at any restaurant in Louisiana. He could go to New Orleans and they will hire him as a cook in them expensive restaurants. The thing is with his ass though, he get there, he work good, they love him, all of them, everybody, they love him, they give him jobs like that to cook. And then he mess up. He steal from the motherfucking people when he get back on that shit. Or he'll go in construction, which is way more money. And then he just get on that shit again quicker. It's not funny. It's true though. You know what I mean? Like I don't know when he gonna just wake up. Cause he does well for a while. And then those people start loving, they love him. They love him. He gets out of jail. He could get out of jail right now and go to any of the restaurants. And he'd be like, are you clean? Yeah. And he'd be smiling. He look clean. He look good. Then the shit go downhill from there. He could be clean for a year. Or he could be clean for just 6 months. He could be clean for 3 months. You never know. You just never know with him. Okay? And one of my cousins died. Because now they got some shit they adding fentanyl to whatever it is they on. He died like a month ago. Can't believe this shit, you know what I'm saying? But he on them drugs too. They survived years. He died of a fentanyl overdose, y'all. Like, this man been on drugs forever. And now they got some shit out there killing him. I think, and I'm going to be honest, I think that fentanyl shit is here on purpose to get rid of certain people. They figure, okay, we got a group of people who they just costing the system lots of money. We not really fitting on them no more because now they got to consider them sick, right? So they get to offer them to go into rehab. And it's not the same where they can just lock them up. And so I think on purpose, I'm just not understanding. But I don't understand drugs, so I'm going to shut my mouth. And now I'm about to cook me some breakfast so I can go to bed, okay? I'm going to make me an omelet, I guess. Usually I just make me some eggs, maybe some grits. I don't even know if I have grits left. I do. Let me see. I don't know how much grits I have left. I have to see. Y'all, I haven't been shopping in a very long time. I have some grits, baby. And they say 5-minute grits. Okay? Now, I'm going to say that these grits are not done in 5 minutes. Not the way I like them. I don't like no thick-ass grits. I like them smooth and creamy. So we're going to have to do them about 7 to 10 minutes. And you got to be over your stove, constantly stirring them. Okay? If I'm correct, it's 1 pot water, 1 quart grits. It depends on what type, but these are all I can find. I don't even know if I bought these here. When I go down south, I can buy some real grits. You know what I mean? These are 5-minute grits. This is the only grits I found up here, and I don't even know where I got these from. Walmart did not have this shit. Hell no, they never take 5 minutes. Unless you want them lumpy and shit, they be lumpy. And I want creamy grits. Like creamy. You know the grits where when they, for those who eat grits, when the grits turn colder, you know when they hot, they almost pour out. And then when they cool, they end up turning into this, like this little patty, I guess. Like they kind of runny. And hubby don't eat grits. That's what he say. Now I haven't had an opportunity to sneak him some grits. Like anything hubby don't eat, he didn't eat that when he met me. You see what I'm saying? Like he didn't eat it when he met me. Now some of the things that he ate but didn't really like, and I was able to get him to try it, oh, he loved it. He loved it. I keep trying to tell him, baby, me and your peoples, we not the same, honey. I gets in the kitchen and I'm going to put that motherfucker Trinity in that shit. That's the secret to all the Louisiana meals. Trinity, that celery, bell pepper, onion. That is the secret, and that's a fact. That's the secret, okay? It needs to be cut thin. It's almost like juicy. Like when I cut that stuff and it becomes, you can almost put it in your, what that thing called that I got down there? Food processor. You ever put anything in a food processor? Onion, and you can see the juices that came out of it. Oh, that's perfect. You can put that right in your beans, your dirty rice, your whatever you're cooking, whatever, it don't matter. Anyway, let me see what I'm making, because I am hungry, but I'm not eating and then going to bed. That's not a good thing. I'm not gonna do grits because that's heavy on my tummy. Although, y'all, I hate to admit it, but sometimes I'll be buying them packets. You ever had that grits in a pack where you can put them in the microwave? I ain't gonna admit it. I'm not gonna tell y'all about that. But what I will say is, that's when you're desperate for some grits, and you can't find nothing else except them goddamn envelopes. And you can put that shit in the microwave. It never comes out creamy, but I throw some butter on top, and that shit'll be good. Now, I never heard nobody until I came up here, putting sugar on grits. Now, listen, I'm not gonna say nothing. I know some of y'all put sugar on your grits, okay? So I'm not gonna go against you, but I just can't imagine it. Grits are bland until you add some salt, and then that shit be kicking. Okay, I ain't never put no sugar on the goddamn grits. And then somebody had cheese in the grits. Now, I think I tried that once. Cheesy grits. I put just a slice of cheese on the hot grits. That's all, and it ended up kind of melting. And it wasn't nothing to write home about, but it wasn't bad. I guess I could put sugar on anything and it make it taste good. Throw some honey on some shit. Don't put your honey in the refrigerator. I used to keep my honey in the refrigerator. Do not put your honey in the refrigerator. Okay? And keep it upside down like that. Okay? And you know that honey will turn hard. That be that fake ass honey. That's how you know you don't have no pure honey. Okay, when it that shit will turn. They add something to it, and then eventually, I think we have some. And to put that shit in a goddamn pot of water to boil it to get it to. I'm like, I ain't buying this cheap shit no more, cause real 100% honey do not do that. Okay. Anyway, I am hungry, y'all. I'm hungry. Look, somebody gave us this. I don't know where hubby be getting this shit from. He don't even eat collard greens. Now, I eat collard greens, but I ain't never in my life had no collard greens in no can. Now, I'm not saying that they're not good. I don't know. They say real Southern style. I don't even know what the hell that means. Number one, look at them greens. They chopped up. Look like they chopped into small bits. Yeah, that's not how we eat greens. Greens is usually the leaf, and the leaf just, it cooks up, gets softened up like cabbage. Some people cut their cabbage though real thin and like coleslaw. I'm like, what you doing, baby? What you doing? What y'all think? Y'all think? Let me see. Somebody gave this to us. I think my mother-in-law. Because hubby don't eat greens. And let me see what they say, though. That you could put this shit in the microwave for 2 minutes. Hell no. I don't see not a piece of meat on that picture. Y'all see any flavor meat? I don't see. They ain't even got a piece of bacon nowhere. They ain't got a piece of fat nowhere on that picture. What the hell? And they talking about Southern style. There cannot be no Southern style if they ain't got no meat in them. If they ain't got no meat in them, y'all already know. Look, all they got is a bell pepper. That looks like a tomato. Who put tomatoes in they goddamn? Don't that look like a tomato? What could that be? That's a bell pepper. What's that red thing? That look like a tomato. And that look like either an onion or garlic. What the hell is this? That tomato. Who putting tomato in collard greens? Hell no. Okay? Let me see. I'm going to read them. I'm going to read the instructions. The ingredients. I'm sorry, the ingredients. Let's see if I can find it. Told y'all my eyes, y'all. You see how far away I got it from my face? Trying to read this shit. Yeah. Ingredients: collard greens and water. I'm not lying. Look, I'm not lying. Look right there. Let me see if I can see it. I can see it probably better through the phone. Y'all see that? Ingredients. Wait, let me see if we can focus. It says collard greens and water. I'm not lying. That's what that shit say. You see it? The water part not focusing right. Y'all see it now? Collard greens and water. Y'all see that shit? This motherfucker shit also say manufactured in a facility that processes peanuts may contain peanuts. Y'all see that shit? So these mofos said real Southern style. And right there, see how they lied? They got pictures up here of this. But they ain't got none of that shit in their shit, though. All they got is greens and water. Greens and water. Help somebody. Somebody. She said you got to add a lot to make them flavorful. I know that's right when it's nothing but the greens and the water. One year, it was before COVID. Like I said, y'all, I only went grocery shopping maybe twice since COVID. I'm talking about since the start of COVID. I have not been to the grocery store. Like I started shopping online for fabrics and things like that. And so I remember, but before that, before COVID, around Thanksgiving, Christmas, but New Year's is when people cook greens, right? They black-eyed peas, your greens. Some people make cabbage instead, like me. I do cabbage instead. You could do any kind of greens. I know people like to stick with the collard greens and shit like that, but the good luck was greens. It could have been any greens, including green beans and things like that. Anyway, I was in the store. This was years ago. It may have been like 2016, 2017, something like that. Holiday, and them people was in there just like I was, but they was running to get cans of collard greens. But there was it was a different brand. I don't know what the brand was, but on it did say like Southern style collard greens or greens. And there was black people in there trying to get them canned greens, and I fucking couldn't believe it. I was like, they like, ooh, can you reach for that? It was like there was a can that was out of place. All of them was gone. People bought that shit up. And I looked, I was like, hell these people doing? Greens are cheap if you go and buy greens. Go to a farmer's market. It is hard to find greens, but if you go to Walmart up here during that time of the year, you could buy greens. Why in is motherfucker buying this shit in the can? And they were like, and I looked at her. I'm like, when she asked me for it, because it was out of place. It was the last one. It was right there. She was like, oh, there's one. Can you reach it to me? And I reached it to her, and I'm looking at this black woman, and I'm like, are those good? She was like, yeah, these the best. Yeah, these the best. Like, almost like DJ Khaled. We're the best. I was like, I was looking at her like as if, like, you must be from Delaware. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on in the North, baby? What's going on? Okay? I don't eat greens that much to be eating no goddamn canned greens. I'm going to be honest. And hubby, look like people, my husband's mother, you know, I don't know where she get the food. Like, we used to be in a food club, and I think she's still in the food club. And so, you know, when I was in the food club, I would get a lot of things that we didn't eat. It's like they bag things up, and then you get, you know, and like they may buy a whole case of, let's say, greens, right? And there might be 12 people in the food club with you. And so they'll take that whole case and they'll separate it between 12 people. So my mother-in-law is still in the food club, in a food club. So sometimes hubby go over and my mother-in-law be trying to give us everything, baby. She be like, here, come on, here you go. And hubby will just bring it home and put it in. Let me show y'all. Let me see if I can give y'all a glance. See? So them greens, y'all see them pinto beans in the can that come from her. Peas with no salt. Now I eat peas, but not the ones with no salt though. I don't even know what's up here. Look, mixed veggies, which I will make a soup, but I don't like the no salt added though. That should be nasty. I tried them before. Nah, the tomato paste, that's mine, of course. Diced tomatoes, not this. I ain't never seen this brand before. Okay, but I will do something with it. Creamed chicken. I ain't never cooked with that before, but I heard there's some meals I can make with it. See them beans right there? We don't. Now bush beans, we do them sometimes. It don't be that little ass can though. That can, who that can cooking for in this house? Shit. What's that? That look like, what that is? Carrots or something? Let me see. Oh, canned sweet potatoes? I ain't never seen no canned sweet potatoes. Have I? I never ever seen no goddamn can. I don't remember. I never cooked them. That's what I know. Why you got sweet potatoes in a can? What you make with that? What would you do with canned sweet potatoes? I don't know. But then again, you know, they got different meals. The only thing I make with sweet potatoes is sweet potato pies, which I would definitely not use no can for. And also candy yams, which is usually yams, but it could be sweet potatoes also. And wait a minute, that says sweet potato? Y'all notice that on that can it says sweet potatoes. Now, I don't know if y'all know this. I don't know. But sweet potato is not orange. Okay? Did y'all know that a sweet potato is white? Sweet potatoes are white and yams are orange. Now, lots of people use them interchangeably. They'll make a sweet potato pie using yams. Okay? What you can do. You can do it. You could use sweet potato pies. You could use yams. I use yams for sweet potato pie. Because sweet potatoes are white. Sweet potatoes are white, y'all. If you go to buy sweet potatoes, you'll notice that they're white. But if you buy yams, like I said, lots of them they use it interchangeably. They do taste they taste different. Okay. They taste the same and different at the same time. You know what I mean? Like if I make a sweet potato pie, motherfuckers, I'm making it with yams, and people just call it sweet potato pie. But they used to really use, people used to use potatoes, regular white potatoes, to make pies. They used to, listen, now, my grandmother made pies with just regular white potatoes. And that shit was good. You gotta remember these people, especially like our grandmother's ages, depending on your age, but our grandmothers, they come from a time remember when it was poor, like in the 20s and the 30s, that was a hard motherfucking time in life. And so in America, it was hard for many people. And so just to get a pie, you lucky. But they would make pies, and when they made desserts, it was so they don't throw shit away. Like over-ripened fruits and vegetables turned into sweet treats, pies and shit like that. Because, once things, when they get over-ripened, they get sweet. You ever seen a banana? That's why they make banana bread. Because the bananas become over-ripened. Ain't too much more you can do with it. You make banana bread with it. I love yams, so I could taste the difference. Mainly, it does have a difference. So you're right about that. One of them is stringy too. One of them have more strings in it. They taste different, but what I'm saying, they use them interchangeably. You be eating a yam pie, and they I do make my sweet potatoes with yams. I do. Okay. I do not make it with sweet potatoes. But you can. You can make a pie with anything. You know what shocked me? When somebody made a cream corn pie, baby. Cream corn, baby. I don't think they call it cream corn pie. They called it a corn pie. But I think she used cream corn. That's why I called it a cream corn pie. She tried to get me to eat that shit. I love corn. And I love cream corn too. Or cream corn on top of rice. Or corn itself on top of rice. But the desire for me to eat corn pie, when I ain't grow up with it. So it was it's one of them things where you be like, ew. Good morning, M. Mills. How you doing? Some people think sweet potato is yam. That's right. You right, Lena. You was right on that, girl. Like that goddamn can. That can is showing me, look like yams to me on the picture, but they calling it sweet potatoes, though. Okay? Now, I'm going to look it up to see if there is any sweet potatoes that's yellow. I keep saying yellow. Orange. But my mom used to make candied yams. Oh my God. Like, yams are not that expensive. I'm not sure what the price of them today. Back in the day, you could get a big ass yam for like 35 cents. And you slice that yam up, and you put it in a skillet. I think I did a video, but I lost. It don't matter when I say that I did a video, because I lost all those files, right? I did a video making candied yams. Now, I looked on YouTube to see if they have anybody making. First of all, I can't find nobody on YouTube making fried cabbage. Everybody claiming they making fried cabbage, and that's not fried cabbage. That's stewed cabbage. Everybody's making either they're stewing their cabbage, or they are but they're not frying their cabbage, right? And so it's weird because they call it fried cabbage. I'm like, I've been looking. I looked in the black sector, the white sector, and I'm like, where in the hell is the fried cabbage? So I made a fried cabbage video showing people how to really make fried cabbage. And then I showed people how to make candied yams because I couldn't find nobody who made candied yams. So the reason it's called candy is because candied yams turns hard like candy. That's why they call candied yams. Everybody, if y'all look, maybe y'all can find where I couldn't find. If you look up somebody making candy yams, you'll see at the end of their, when it's done, they be claiming it's done, it's soft. It's just like they cooked that shit in the can. And they added little flavors and shit, right? Maybe some vanilla, maybe some cinnamon, maybe some nutmeg, whatever. They added to it. And then they cooked it, they boiled it. But candied yams do not get broiled. First of all, it's almost like frying it. You throw some butter in there, and you take them yams, and you cook them yams, and you cook them yams, and you continue to cook them yams until they start candying. So candy turns hard, y'all. Now, it don't have to be hard like a brick, but it's at least hard like these fudges, that fudge that I made, right? For those who missed the fudge, here go a couple of sample pieces. The candy yams, here go a few other sample pieces. I only cut one little like slice off it, and then they go right there. Candy yams. My mother used to, she used to go in there and say, I feel like something sweet. She would cut up a yam, cut it, slice it. She would, of course, peel it, right? Get the skin off it. And then she would cut it in these slices and put it in there with some butter. And then throw everything in it, like the cinnamon, nutmeg, whatever, right? And then she would just let them cook. They get so hot where the juice that's in it, eventually juice forms, right? From like the sugar, butter, that's what ends up turning it into where they got flavor in it. And then that turns hard, and then you scoop that shit out, and it's like candy. It's almost like a chip, like chips. It's so good. And I can't find a video of people doing that. So I decided to make one, and then the shit is gone. Okay? So it's a lot of people out here that I don't know. I don't know, should I be mad or not when people take something, call it something else. Like, how you going to, you take our gumbo and your ass not even adding no seafood or no chicken. Your ass want to add some shit that we don't, like, you can make gumbo all kinds of ways in Louisiana, but not any kind of way. You can't, you make a gumbo. They call that shit something else. Actually, that's not no motherfucker gumbo if you don't have that different things in it. Like, somebody asked me to put octopus in gumbo, and nothing wrong with putting octopus in the gumbo. I didn't even know how to clean that motherfucker gumbo. Octopus. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna lie. I charged him $100, and this was 30 years ago. My son, I think I had my second one, so it wasn't 30 years yet, but he was just born. And I met this guy like at the barbershop. They used to cut my son's hair, the oldest. I went there, and they found out from Louisiana. They were like, gumbo. And they asked me, how much would you make for a pot of gumbo? And I told them $100. Them motherfuckers wanted, they told me to make it like I make it, but then they wanted octopus in it. I was like, octopus? I never heard of that shit. I said, and then the internet, even though I was on the internet, but it was just AOL. This was a long time ago. There was no YouTube where I could go look up a YouTube video on how to clean octopus. There was no Wikipedia where I could go and look to see what to do with octopus. I asked hubby, hey, hubby, they want me to put octopus in it. You know how to clean this? He was like, no. So we took that octopus, hubby helped me. We skinned it, what we thought you had to do with it. And then we, and then I threw that shit in the gumbo pot. Okay? And then I didn't even taste that motherfucker. Look, I know that gumbo, as far as the everything else that was in that bitch, I know it was on point. See, once I dropped that octopus in that shit, I ain't tasted it after that. I charged him $100. Yeah, that was that. Not today. I should look to see exactly what you do with octopus. I think it's called. Is it called calamari or some shit like that? Cooked octopus, calamari. I think that's octopus, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me, y'all. Yes, he wanted some octopus. You still make candy yams and meals. See, you know what you doing, girl. That's what I'm talking about. I like yam pie better. That's what I'm talking about. I'll do some. So I don't have no problem with people interchangeably using yams and sweet potatoes. But they are different. They do taste different. One of them is a little sweeter than the other one too. I think I think the sweet potato is a little sweeter than yams. One of them is stringier too, like when you boil it, and you go to mash it up, and you have these strings in it. And I'm not sure which one that is. I think that's I think that might be the yams. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me, cause I do interchangeably. Like I said, I use yams for sweet potato pie. Okay. Yes, I do. I use yams. I'm always going, when I see some yams, I'll be like, oh shit. I'm like, here goes some yams. Look, and I always don't know how many to buy. I always buy too many. I be the boy like 8 big ass yams, and they'd be way too much. I usually make like 6 pies, y'all. Like, because people come to eat at my house, they want to take a pie with them. But we in this house love some goddamn sweet potato pie, baby. My sweet potato pie is off the chart. Listen, y'all, I put alcohol, I put a little bourbon in my motherfucking sweet potato pie mixture. That's some real shit right there. You get you a nice smooth alcohol, something that tastes good. It's actually what's the name of it is that I use? I don't have any more. Like, I used to have a whole shitload of alcohol, y'all. And then we just ended up throwing it away because nobody drank alcohol no more. And I cooked with it. But then I had it so long. Amaretto. Ooh, Lord. Anybody tasted amaretto? Amaretto. I used to like amaretto with a little bit of amaretto with a lot of pineapple juice. Sweet drink is so good. The only drink I ever liked. But it has to have a little, I'm talking about a very little amaretto. But see that amaretto? That is a nice flavor. It's sweet. It's not overpowering. Add some amaretto to your sweet potato pie mixture. Just a little bit. Psh, psh. Okay? When I told somebody, look, that's what I usually don't tell people the secrets, because I told somebody they was loving my sweet potato pies. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they were like, oh my God, they so good. They always wanted them. And so one day I'm sitting at her house and she asked me, she was like, what makes these so good? And I gave her my recipe. What a dumb bitch I was a dumb bitch for doing that shit right there. Oh my God. I said, well, yeah. I don't think I told her exactly what it was, amaretto, but I told her I put alcohol in it. And you know, this Christian, because apparently the Christian came out. Oh no, I can't give this to my kids. I'm like, what? She's like, my kids been eating your pies for years, and you telling me they've been getting alcohol And I'm looking at her like, what are you talking about, baby? Y'all, I couldn't fucking believe that's when I knew these bitches up north can't cook. They don't know shit about nothing. I told her I put that alcohol in it. I think I called it bourbon. You know, I don't even know what bourbon, the difference between bourbon, whiskey, or nothing. I think I said I put some bourbon in it. She started talking about, oh no, my family can't eat that. Girl, your family been eating that shit for years. Y'all been loving my pies. She went crazy. And I asked her, I'm like, shit, it's a good thing you ain't never eat my spaghetti, because my spaghetti, listen, I make a spaghetti sauce. Y'all, let me see if I got any of my wines in here, baby. Let me show y'all. I may be out, though, because I have a white wine and a red wine. And so it depends. One of them is dry. And one is a sherry, we call a sherry. That's what it's called, actually. Let me see if I have any left. I do not look like I may have used it. I remember, yeah, it looked like I used it, y'all. I had to buy some. Oh, no, wait, I see some down here. Let me see. Look at this, y'all. See this right here? Yeah, sherry, cooking wine. But this is because I didn't feel like going into the liquor store. Now, I've had this for a while, okay? You go and get that sherry, go get you a dry wine, and you go get you a sherry, and you put that shit in your motherfucking spaghetti. And number one thing is, and I didn't tell her. Like she was acting like I had committed some sin. But wine, alcohol cooks off when you cook it. The alcohol burns off, okay? Alcohol burns off. You could bake with wines and shit, it burns off. You could cook with wines, it burns off. Okay? I ain't telling nothing though. Let me see. You can have alcohol in food without getting drunk. Why was she tripping? It's a flavor. Some people be tripping. Yes. That's right, Cola. It evaporates. The alcohol evaporates off the food, y'all. There will be no alcohol in the food. That evaporates. It goes away. Okay? She started acting like, oh, that's why we love your pies. We be over here drunk. Like, no. I don't think that's it. I had my eyes wide open thinking, what the hell is happening? Because she overreact. Like, if she would have just a vodka spaghetti sauce, man, you could try it. When y'all make y'all spaghetti sauce, or meat sauce, or whatever, try a little alcohol. And if you don't want the alcohol, like if you're scared because you think you're going to get drunk, then you could buy a cooking wine. Okay? This is good too. This is actually the same thing, except they take the grapes with a sherry. I think sherry's made with grapes. Actually, yeah. Let me see what this says. Yeah, this is made with grapes. Let's see. And it says right there, right here, enhances gravy, sauce, and soups. Alcohol volume 17%, seasoned with some salt. The perfect wine for cooking all your meals. Okay? And this is actually sherry. They just put it in a small bottle, and then they overcharge you, because I could buy a big wine bottle for cheaper than I probably bought this. Yeah, you could get sometimes, it don't have to be a name brand, but you don't want to go with the cooking wines, because it has less alcohol. You want the flavor. You want the full impact of that flavor. Okay, but the alcohol does cook off. Okay, add that shit to your spaghetti sauce. I've never added it to like other gravies. Oh, I have added it to my what is that called? The cheese with the whipped cream. they call it something like when they start selling that shit. But I didn't know it as that name. I just know that's a recipe my grandmother uh, used to use with our shrimp and shit. What is it called, y'all? What is it called? It's actually just whipping cream, heavy cream with cheese, with like what kind of cheese I put in? I have some in here. What kind of cheese that is? Mozzarella. I think that's what I use. No. What this is? Parmesan. Parmesan. It's Parmesan and heavy cream. What is it called? It y'all can't think of the name of it. I use white and red wine vinegar too for certain things. Alfredo sauce. Thank you, Lena. Lena, you're so good, girl. I knew y'all would come up with it. Alfredo sauce is made with Parmesan and whipping cream. And it's not even a lot of Parmesan, so it's actually cheaper than buying it. And it's fresher when you make it yourself. The thing is you have to have whipping cream on hand. Sometimes it's hard to find whipping cream. Especially these days, it's hard. At least that's what hubby says. Because, I be telling him, give me some whipping cream. I'm going to make me some candy or some ice cream. I had videos showing y'all how to make ice cream, too. I think they might be up. I think I ended up saving one of them, too. Hell yeah, it's really easy. And so, like, these things are easy. To me, let me tell y'all something. So, I make my own pasta. I do have a video on that channel showing you how to make pasta, but it's with a machine. But it's just as easy to make pasta without a machine. Okay, just need some eggs, flour, eggs and flour, some water, a little ice maybe. That's it. Yeah, salt, pepper. Just to make. It's really easy to make a pasta. So, and by the time you boil the pasta, it only takes 3 minutes. Okay? It takes no more than 5 minutes to boil fresh pasta. And let me tell y'all something. When this dry pasta, which I do have some, I don't know, I'm not saying that I never use dry pasta because I do, right? I think hubby got it from his mom again like this. I ain't eating that shit. I ain't eating nothing brown. But I think my mother-in-law gave him this. But, I'm not going to say we haven't used pasta before. What I will tell you is this. Pasta don't taste like anything. Dry pasta has no taste. Have you ever tasted it? Like, it's just filling. It's just something you use. And I guess if you throw some salt on it, it tastes like cardboard. I don't know what they are. But fresh pasta tastes so good you don't even need a sauce for it. If you make a fresh pasta and boil it and just throw some salt and pepper on it, you fall in love. Like, this shit is so good. It's so good. That's all you need. So it take maybe about, I would say, 10 minutes to make pasta from scratch. And it takes you 7 minutes to get al dente of that raggedy nasty shit. So now y'all like what y'all call easy, where you go in and get it and it's there. Nothing wrong with that, because I like easy too. I'm just not, I learned to like easy because at one point, everything we did, we would have fresh pasta. And then when I got older, I was grabbing that shit from the store. No. But it really don't take much to make pasta. You roll it into a dough, right? And You might put it in the refrigerator for like 5 minutes. So you make it and ball it into a dough. That take you about 5 minutes. No more than 10 minutes. It depends on you whether you're doing it by hand or doing it in a stand mixer. If you're doing it in a stand mixer, it takes no time at all. It's hardly any work. If you're doing it by hand, it might take you, depending on how you mix it together and get it all to come together. Once you get it all to come together, you roll that shit out and then you cut it. You just need a knife and you just cut little strips. It might not be uniform like it is when you get it in the store, but the taste is so much different that you cut some strips. Okay, you don't need no special equipment or anything like that. You cut you some strips, and then you put it freshly stripped and put it in the water. Okay, now you can also make the dough and roll it out into like a little disc, and then put it in some saran wrap, put it in a Ziploc bag, and put it in the refrigerator or the freezer. And then when you're ready to make some spaghetti noodles, you grab it. If it's in the freezer, you got to take it out. You got to throw it out, So, but if you know, like, this stuff is easy. I would have to learn because Bambino only eats certain things and noodles is one of them. I would like to make it healthier. I'm going to make a video just for you. Okay? I'll do it within the next month. Okay? I'm going to show you how to make it. You don't need no special equipment. Now, if you want to, like, if it's something that he really likes and you like, and he make it often, you could buy a stand mixer that has they have the piece on it where to cut out your spaghetti noodles perfectly for you. Or you could buy one like the machine I have. I have a video on that channel that has a pasta machine. Let me see if I can show it to you. Let me see. It's in that video, but it's a small. Let me see if I can show it to you. Give me a second. Okay. This is it. See it? That's the insides, and this piece goes on it. And all I do is put the flour in, the egg in, or in a little drizzle of water and ice water. And then it turns and turns and turns. And then what happens after that is I put it on mix when it's mixing. After it's mixed enough, I put it on exit. That part right there. And then it comes through the hose. Let me see. If you can see. Let me see. It's caught up on something on the wire. But anyway, this piece right here goes on the front. And then the noodles comes out. Just comes right out. Okay? That's what happens. And comes out. I cut it as long as I want it to be. Just by moving this thing. There's a video. Shows you how to do it. But I'll make a video showing you where you just cut it by and you're gonna like it. And he'll like even doing it with you as he get older. You have him doing it. I'll do that within the month. I promise. I'll do that. Because I am wanting to start doing my cooking channel again. Okay? I'm tired of being on here, not being productive. I always talk about the same shit, the same people. It's becoming real repetitive. Too repetitive. I guess that's why I don't come on as much anymore. Because, like, I'd rather be on here sewing or cooking or, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going to eat, y'all. I'm not hungry no more. But I do have a craving for ice. Which I already know what that means. I know some of y'all could say, Mom, what you eating that ice for? And I'm going to say, because I have a craving for ice. Me and Leek been eating ice. Which kind of just means my iron is low. Like if I take iron pill, I won't crave ice anymore. But I kind of, isn't that weird that you crave ice? Ice is nothing but water. And I don't even like to drink water. But I love to eat some ice. I do not chew it. I suck on it. And and I like it. And so I have these little, let me show y'all. I actually have bags already, but I like, look, when it freezes, I like to bag up more, so I never have to. Look, we run through ice, baby. We run through ice, okay? I have a big bag already done. Uh-oh, that fell. Okay. So, what happens is, I really prefer the small ones, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But I'm okay with the big ones, too. I put them in Ziploc bags, because this is a lot of ice. I'm constantly making, I should buy an ice machine, to be honest. But ice machine is like $100+ for the one that I saw that I like. So I put the ice in there. Those are the big ices, okay? Uh-oh. I'm going to eat that. I'm not going to let none of it go to waste, baby. And I'm going to put water in there. Now, these are my favorites. See these small ones? Put these in a special bag because I hide them from hubby. Because hubby will... These are the ones that meant to go in like small little... Remember those small... It used to be like a smaller water bottle. Or even in a water bottle. Like a regular bottle water. These will fit right in there. Okay? So, I love these because I pop them in my mouth. Like as if they candy. Uh-oh, it fell. I wasted the whole ice. No. No. Look, I rinsed it off. No wasting no ice in this house, baby. But it does mean my iron is low. Okay? I do have iron pills that I haven't taken in a while. It's cold in this house, number one. It's like 30 degrees. I know I'm going through menopause, though, so I don't care about that. But, so for people who think that maybe I'm eating ice because it's hot, you know, it could be snowing outside if I have a craving for ice. I haven't had craving for ice in a few years now. Because I was taking vitamins for a while. Then I just stopped. I don't know why I stopped. Me and my grandson be eating ice, y'all. I like that one. See, that's perfect size. Pop in my mouth. Now, I'm going to show you my husband's favorite. Because he the one who bought it. That's my favorite right there. And this is hubby's favorite. He bought this. Oh, I took that one out. See? Like a big ball of ice. I put that with the big ones, okay? Because I don't put big ice in my mouth. It's too cold. It's too big, you know? So hubby usually, my grandson, he likes the shape of it. He'll play with it until it gets small enough to put in his mouth. But it's a nice ball. Okay. And then how do you fill it up? Close these up. Like that. Now my phone gonna be dying soon, y'all. So I'm gonna hurry quickly do this. Where is it? My son bought us this for Christmas. Let me show y'all. This water filtration system. And so this is regular water over here. When you push this down, the filter water come out this side. Okay. So this is filtered water, clean filtered water. And then we're gonna go back over here and we're gonna fill this thing up. Okay, now I have to admit I'm not too great with doing this unless I use like one of these, which this will be my first time using it. I always said I'm gonna use it. I can put this here, but see, I don't think that's gonna work because I think so. What I've been doing is I just been pouring it, but every time I do it, I make a little mess. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on this towel like that, and then we're gonna see if we can do this without wasting lots of water. Look at that! I'm already wasting water. Oh man, come on! I'm missing that whole little hole. Oh no. Okay. See, look at all that water. I miss that thing so much. What y'all think? Maybe I should just put it underneath. Let me go put it. I'm going to put it underneath the thing as it goes, and then it won't make a mess. Oh, now that's better. Okay, I'll bring y'all over here to see me do it. Okay? I never thought about that. Okay? I'm going to put you here. Boo-boo. Doo-doo-doo. And we're going to turn you on. We're going to put you like that. And then we're going to just put you in there like that. Okay. I got to make it real slower. Real slow. Just a little slower. Come on. Because I want it all the way to the top. Uh-oh, that one open. Damn. That one open. I gotta get that one in. Okay. Okay. And then that makes the balls when they freeze up. Okay. Now that little square one is my issue. Because it's flimsy. But I'm gonna do these first. I'm kind of go slow. Actually, I don't need this for this. I don't want to waste this water here. Okay. Move you out the way. I just don't want to make a mess on the counter. Man, we love it. Hubby makes his big thing of tea. I'm gonna show you he make tea, which is tea is hot. You know, he boiled his own tea bags and make tea. So he likes using ice. Oh no. Okay, yeah, it's okay. Wait, did that spill? Oh, damn, it opened again. This one keep opening. I probably didn't close it correctly. Okay, let's see. Just a little bit. I think maybe it's that one don't look like it's all the way neither. Oh yeah, it is all the way. Okay. So I'm gonna put these in the freezer, but I wanna do that one last one because they stack on top of each other in the freezer. On top of each other like this. Okay. This might be better getting it to the freezer, huh? If I put this one right here is flimsy. But it makes the best ice. It makes the best ice. You would think I'm eating candy the way I like ice. And isn't that crazy how people crave ice? But I'm not the only one. It's a whole shitload of people. If you crave ice, then I'm just letting you know what it is. It's your iron. Your iron is low. People crave different things like ice, um, bacon. Is it bacon? No. Cornstarch. If you crave cornstarch, ice, um, there's a few things that's like kind of weird to be eating on. That's because you have low iron. And so it's weird that we would be craving shit like this though. It's the weirdest thing. I always ask, like when a doctor tell me, I'd be like, what's the science behind that? You know, what's the science behind I had an aunt who used to eat cornstarch. I've never eaten cornstarch. Like, I'm going to be honest, I've only used cornstarch as a slurry to thicken a gravy. I have cornstarch up there. That's the only time I ever used it, and I don't know what that shit tastes like. It looked powdery. Okay. And then what I do with the ice is, this one is the big ice, which I will only eat if I run out of the small ice. That's why I always bag up. I mostly bag up the small ice to keep up. So I do have like a couple of bags in there already, like this, of small ice and big ice. And then I put this in the freezer. This one, though, to be honest, I could probably eat this before I go to sleep, but I'm not. I'm only going to take a few of them. Maybe. And if I take ice, then I'm not hungry. But I came down here wanting ice, and then I said, well, maybe if I eat something, I'll leave the ice alone. Now, I think nothing wrong with me liking the ice because I don't drink water like that. But this is like drinking water, you see? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, baby. 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, hubby says that's me trying to just come up with a reason for not doing what I'm supposed to do, which is take my iron pills, okay? Now, he's not wrong. I just don't know what the iron pills is. It's not like I don't want to take the iron pills. The truth is, though, I like eating ice. But I don't like eating ice when my iron is not low. It's the weirdest thing. I have no desire to eat ice when everything is fine. This is just, yeah, put this back. Oh, my biggest rack is filled with things. So am I cooking? I'm not. Let me put those eggs back. And y'all, I'm going to leave y'all because it's telling me, well, it's not telling me anything right now, but I did get a few warnings that my phone was low power. Okay. Put these eggs back. Put these spices back. And I'm going to come over here so get my kitchen back in order. And then I'm going to turn that dishwasher on and go to sleep. Gotta get this area back in order. Put this onion in the freezer. Put this over here. Should I put it in the freezer? No, I'm putting it in the refrigerator. Because hubby won't know where it's at. I'm going to put it away. This is my fudge. Okay, let me see this wet. I'm gonna try not to eat all the ice, y'all. I'm trying not to. I'm not sleepy. But I do want to do some things tonight. So I need to, I guess if I lay down and get under the cover, I will end up going to sleep. I'm gonna take a few of these with me. Just a few. Give me some. Give me. Okay. That's enough. And I'll put these away. Yeah. I'll put these away. Freezer. Okay. This bag. I'll save this bag for later. Now we have 100 bags. Not like that. This goes here. The place for everything. Everything a place. Okay. Apparently that's been going for, it says 9 hours, which means I've been on here for an hour since I started that. It started at 10 hours, and now it says 9 hours. See? And my thing says 10% remaining, power remaining. It just popped up. Okay. So this is my rice cooker. I use it for my rice cooker, but it is a rice cooker and steamer and a slow cooker. So I'm cooking it. The beans are in there. As far as I know, I could put the meat in there now, which I may use. Let me look. I'm going to have to look in the freezer to see what I have available. Because I could throw some bacon in there. I do have some cooking bacon that's out already. But I also have neck bones, I think. Like here goes some neck bones, baby. Ooh. No, these are, that's a neck. That's a turkey neck. I see that turkey neck. I wonder if this from ham, though. What's that? I hate when I freeze things, and I used to label them, but the labels get, that I don't think I ever labeled this. I'm not sure. I see a neck. I see a turkey neck right there. I see the gizzard. So this came from turkey. The reason I know is because of this turkey neck. And this does look like the turkey back. So I can put this in there and it'll give it great flavor. But I'm not. Let me see. That's chicken. I want to do that. What's this? This look like neck bones. No, these are turkey necks. Cause I'm gonna cook those another time. Okay. Damn. Yeah, my freezer is packed, but the problem is not that it's packed. It's that I don't know what all this stuff is. I do know that's neck bones, the turkey necks and neck bones. So I'm gonna grab some ham. Some bacon. See, so we have some bacon here. This I'll make sure. And yeah. Now, so this is, I could put the bacon in now raw, and it was slowly cooked. It would be flavor. It will be flavor, but it's gonna be better if I pre-cook it. Like cook it. The fat that draws from it is what I'm gonna put in there. Cause you know, bacon inside that it's really not much meat. Okay. When I put bacon, this is thick sliced bacon though, but if I fry the bacon, all the flavor that I want will fry off into the pan, and then I could throw it in there with the beans, and it'll be all there. If I put this in there with this, it'll give it some flavor, of course, but not as much flavor, and it's gonna have all this bacon kind of like soft just in there, you know. And that I do that sometimes. That's when I'm lazy. I'll just throw some slices in there. I'll cut the slices up, put them in there. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, back in the refrigerator. And I'll fry it later. Towards the end of the cooking, I'll fry it. And the bacon, then it'll be crispy, right? It'll be crispy, and I could either throw it in there or not throw it in there at all. That's the choices. But these beans are going to be good. Okay. Anybody in the area, y'all can come and get y'all. Well, nope, I can't say that. Because I only have 1 pound of beans. That 1 pound of beans, that shit going to be gone by 9 o'clock tonight. Okay. My boys and my husband, Leaky going to get his plate. I'm going to make some cornbread. My mother-in-law gave... Let me see if we have some now. Y'all ever heard of this? No, this is not it. That shit nasty, yeah. I think we don't have any more. My mother-in-law gave my husband, it was like a generic cornbread, y'all. It wasn't even in a box. It was in some shit like this. It was in a thing like this. And it was cornbread. And all you had to add was water. And so I was like, I didn't trust it, you know, because I can make my own cornmeal. I have cornmeal, I have flour, I have everything to make cornbread from scratch. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do later, because, wait, is that one? No, okay. I think what made me like that cornbread, my husband made it. And when he made the cornbread, I was like, oh shit, this is good. And then I asked him, like, he said, Mom gave me those. So the next time I came down and made it, and then I saw it was just in a regular plain generic pack. And I read the instructions, and it just told me to add some water. I was like, you sure this is the cornbread? He was like, yeah. I was like, this is the cornbread. It was good. Now, so cornbread could be real finicky, right? I like cornbread that's like cake. And that cornbread was like cake. Some people don't like cornbread that's like cake. Like, when I say cake, like the sponge was like a cake sponge. You can make cornbread that's like it crumbles up and shit, dry all in your mouth. I don't like that type of cornbread. Okay? So I like cakey cornbread. That cornbread was good. And I'm not talking about sweet. And it was sweet, but not that sweet. It was like a sweet cornbread, but I made cornbread once. I tried to sneak it in on hubby, but he must have saw me. He must have seen me. I put corn, actual corn, canned corn in the cornbread. I was trying to sneak it on his ass. Hubby don't eat corn, but he eat cornbread. And I was like, hey, I'm like, baby, corn is good. He's like, no, I don't eat corn. I said, but you eat cornbread. He said, yeah, it's different. I'm like, okay. So I made cornbread like maybe 3 months ago, and I put whole corn in it. I was like, I'm going to get him. I'm like, he going to slice it, he going to like it, he going to love it. And then I'm going to be like, I gotcha. But I don't know how he knew. Because hubby did not touch that damn cornbread, y'all. He might be listening to me now. Okay? He did not want to touch that goddamn cornbread. That cornbread was really good, too. Okay? But he wouldn't touch it. And so I knew he must have known. Those clusters make, how in the hell he knew about that? He must have seen me. Okay? He must have seen me open that goddamn can of corn. I be trying to get him sometime, not much though, but sometimes, every so often, I'm like, he ain't never had my corn. Look, there's people who just warm corn up, like you just put it in a pot, and you know, with all the juices and everything, you might put a little butter on it, a little pepper, and just warm that shit up. And that's good too. I'm not hating on it. I've done that many times myself. But baby, when I cook corn. Like I fry the corn. You put it in a pan with some butter, and you put that corn in there, and you can put some. I never put salt, but I put a little pepper, and you let it cook and cook. You let all that juice that was in that can, you let that simmer down, like to simmer all the way down. Actually, no. Wait. I'm mixing them up. Okay, when I put the butter, I don't put the juice in. I don't put the juice in. Okay. You fry that corn with that butter. Y'all shouldn't be eating this, cause. So is it after 8? Let me look at. We're gonna look at the fudge one more time. One more. It should be time. I think what it was. It was like 2.5 hours, and I've been down here like 2 hours now. So yeah, it's like 4 hours. Let's see if it changed in consistency. We're just gonna look at it. Okay. I want to know if it got harder or if it's basically the same. So I'm gonna put it out, and I'm gonna just take a piece off the corner. We're just gonna. It's actually the same kind of consistency, y'all. See, I can smush it a little bit. But wait, let me see. Might be a little firmer, let's see. So if I smush this one, that I just got to, see that one smushed a little easier. And this one is a little firmer. This one a little firmer, this one a little, Okay. That's the quick fudge. And it melts in your mouth no matter which way, whether you keep it in 2.5 hours or if you keep it in 4 to 4.5 hours. I think it's 4.5 now. Okay. I just needed that information for my cookbook when I put it in. So I'm gonna tell people to keep it in minimum, I'm gonna say 3 hours. Okay. And that will depend on the refrigerator. My refrigerator is so cold that it freezes things at times. So that might be why. So I'm gonna put this where it needs to go. When hubby come home, I already mopped the floor earlier. Keep your fudge in the locked space. Okay, we're gonna hang this up right here. I need to put these bows back up there, but they're so tall, I can't get it myself. Okay, we're gonna do a little. Let's see. Give me a second here. Woo. Y'all see his little collection of his bottles right there. Let me see, I gotta move this. I don't have on no clothes, y'all know. Y'all wasn't able to see my body, was you? Because I know it's all sexy and shit, but I ain't trying to show everybody my goodies now. My goodies. Like Sierra say, my goodies, baby. You can't be looking at the goodies, baby. You cannot. Not this day and age, okay? You would have caught me in my early teens or some shit. No, not my early teens. I didn't mean to say that. In my late teens, early 20s. You would have caught me then, baby. I was popping it like it's hot. Pop, pop, pop. Dropping it like it's hot. I was like, oh, yeah. Bang, bang, baby. Jumping on, baby. Ready to let it go. Coo, baby, pop, 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 bang. Do it to me now. Bang, bang, baby. Jump, baby. Boom, boom, bunny bop. Let me pop it, let me pop it like I want to pop it. Yeah, and then I'm gonna drop it. See, that was back in the early days, baby. That way back when. Way back. I used to walk to school with no shoes in the snow, baby. Just to get some education. Just to learn how to drop it like it's hot. Bling, bling. You know what I mean? All that good old shit right there. Let me clean up this, y'all, like to dry this out. This goes up here so it could dry. Okay, then I'm gonna put that on top like that. And I'm gonna just kind of dry this off. I wanna wash these towels. Okay, we're gonna make sure the kitchen is in its rightful place. When hubby come home, it got to be right, okay? Otherwise, there's no reason for me to be up all night if I'm not going to at least do the duties of me being this wife that these motherfuckers think that I'm supposed to be like a slave. I'm supposed to be slaving, and y'all already know what it is, baby. I got to be cleaning walls and cleaning drawers and cleaning up drawers and straightening up drawers, and then I got to run a dishwasher, but I'm not supposed to have no dishwasher because y'all know I'm a wife. I'm a wife, so I'm supposed to wash them dishes by hand. Y'all know, and I shouldn't have no blender because when he wants something shit blended up, I need to be blending that shit up by hand. You know what I'm saying? And I better not be using no crock pot because shit, I should just be cooking in a regular fucking pot on the stove, baby. Standing here for hours and hours and hours. You know what I mean? I shouldn't get no toaster. If I want some toast, I gotta put that shit in the bottom of the oven, in the brawler. You know, am I pronouncing it right? Brawler, whatever. I'm lucky he even bought me some pots because I'm a housewife, and you know we don't get no pots, baby. You don't get no motherfucking pots when you're a housewife. You got to figure that shit out. You get a bowl, and you better wish that shit could withstand on top of that goddamn heat. You're lucky a motherfucker not making you put the food in your hand like this and cooking that shit over the fire like this, over the flames, baby. Just cook it because I'm a housewife. What else am I meant for? I'm meant to be used and abused and battered and all that shit. That's what we do. That's what we do, ladies. Okay? That's what we do. And if it ain't done, then you ain't doing your duty, your due diligence, your job. Okay, I pushed out them babies. And as soon as I pushed them babies out, I had to get off that bed and just walk and clean up. Okay? That's what I had to do. And then when them babies was born, I had to go sit at that damn sewing machine and sew them up some fucking clothes. And when hubby needs some clothes, I got to sew them up. The kids need some clothes, I got to sew them up. My fat ass get bigger and bigger and bigger. I got to keep sewing me up some new clothes. That's just what it is. It's called being a wife. You know? Other than that, what else are we there for? I heard a woman say on Facebook just yesterday. She said, you know what? One day my husband, he asked me, what do you think about first thing in the morning? And she said, well, when I get up, I think about everything I got to do. Like take the kids here, there, and the other. And then I got to go to work. Some man told her, well, what about your husband? She said, what do you mean? And then she said, you know what? That's right. How is it that I meet this man, and when I wake up in the morning, I don't think about what can I do to make his world fucking better? Oh, Lord. And they started saying, amen. What you should be thinking about, lady, is you got to wake up, get them kids up, get them ready for school. You got to go and then get your ass ready while you're doing all that. And then you got to go to work, be there for 8+ hours. Come back and take them everywhere they got to go. But you forgot your man. What you got to do before you even think about the fucking kids, you got to wake up and think, how could I make his world better? How could I make his day better? And then she said, so when I wake up now, I roll over, I look at him, I say, hey, babe, what can I do to make your world better? And he says, well, you know, I got to go to work. You could make me a sandwich or something for lunch. But she said, okay. And so she got her ass out that bed and did all that shit for them children and herself. And then she ran down there, made this lazy motherfucker a sandwich. Because he got to go to work for 8+ hours too. But she got to start her day before he start his day. She got to do everything with the kids and herself. Go to work, bring them, pick them up from school, take them to their different sports events or whatever. Then she got to go to the grocery store, come home and cook. And then, of course, make sure they do their homework, take their baths and everything, showers or whatever they do. I hope she making them clean their ass. You never know. She might be dropping the ball on it. Because you know she got to be keeping a dirty ass family when she ain't think about making that grown ass motherfucking man a sandwich for lunch. Like he couldn't come in the motherfucking kitchen and grab him a motherfucking some bread. That motherfucker couldn't come in the refrigerator and grab him some motherfucking meat. That motherfucker couldn't come in the kitchen and grab him some motherfucking cheese. And that motherfucker, if he wanted some mayo, some mustard, or some onions or whatever else, he couldn't do that. You know why? Because he's a man. Miss Silly, he's a man. Miss Silly, you know damn well, Miss Silly, that you got to treat them men's like they're babies. Okay? You got to teach them like they're babies. And they got to replace your babies. Okay? So all I'm going to say is I done cleaned his kitchen. And although I'm the housewife, I'm going to try to sneak in a little nap. Okay, I'm going to sneak in a little nap. I'm going to try to sleep for an hour, maybe a half hour to an hour. And then thereafter, I'm going to wake my ass up and act like I've been up. I'm going to hurry up and clean the rest of the house. The toilets and the tub and under the bed. I'm going to vacuum. I'm going to just do it all. Okay, and then I'm going to act like I just been up. And then even though dinner going to be ready, you know what I'm saying? When he come in, I'm sorry, I couldn't reach the crock pot from up there. So I'm going to ask hubby, babe, I'm so sorry. Couldn't reach it. Could you please transport this to the other pot so I can make the rice? Even though you know how to make motherfucking rice, okay? My husband know how to cook beans. My husband know how to cook, okay? In the 30-something years, if he didn't know how to cook, he would be hungry, okay? Because I'm not cooking for the rest of my motherfucking life. That's not what I signed up to be, okay? I ain't signed up to be nobody motherfucking mama. I signed up to be your wife. Okay? I'm willing to lay down in the bed with you, have some sex with you every blue moon or whatever, every night. No, that's only when we were young, okay? Now that shit got to be at least once a week. I'll give it to him once a week. That's it. And these niggas go, ooh, once a week? Oh, nah. Shut your ass up, nigga. Y'all ass is not getting no sex at all. Okay? My husband gonna get it at least once a week. And when I say at least, I mean that's the most. Okay? Look, I sometimes I gotta pills it in. And I'm okay with doing that. I'll be like, oh, damn. I ain't giving none all week. I got to do something. And then I'll do what I gotta do. Because I'm cool with that shit. But if you think I'm having sex with him every night, and I'm not feeling it, I'm going through menopause. These niggas be using that against women. Y'all hear me? Oh, what happened when she no longer desire having sex because she... they even use our periods against it. Oh, what happens during that 7-day period when she's on her menstrual? Like, nigga, what you mean? What happens? They want to use all that against us. So, see, I'm only lucky I'm with the husband that I am with. Because I ain't gonna lie, if he was the man he was when we first met him, I would be getting a divorce. I'm at that point in my life when I start thinking about everything. But my husband is a good husband, I can't lie. Okay? I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. He's good now. Because if he wasn't, it would be over. Because I ain't trying to babysit no motherfucking grown-ass men. That's my word. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is sign off because my phone going to die anyway. And I hope y'all have a great day. Okay? Don't let these men get you down, ladies. They have some out there. You just got to pick the right ones. You got to figure out which ones are the right ones. I don't know what type of question. Maybe come up with a questionnaire. I saw a video. I don't know where I was. Maybe was it over there by what is his name? Daryl? I don't know. You know, I be all over the place, y'all. I done found so many. I be all over the fucking place. I was by somebody's channel, and they had this thing where young people pop the bubble, the balloon of the woman. If you didn't want her or wanted, I can't remember. It was a whole line of black men, and there was this nice looking black woman. And these motherfucking niggas was coming up with the raggedest reasons not to choose her, not to have chosen her. They were like, oh, you're beautiful, but you know, I don't like that you don't have no bracelets on. You didn't accessorize. This nigga said she had nothing on her wrist. And that's why he didn't choose her. Because she was in front of him like, okay, tell me what's wrong with me where you wouldn't choose me. She did that with all those men. And if y'all would have seen the answers, heard the answers, some of y'all may have. I don't know where the hell I was. I really be all over the place. I even saw Tommy sort of my arm on a goddamn platform. And y'all, I clipped something. That that motherfucking nigga said something that was so funny. That niggas, look, I don't have on no clothes. I want to tell y'all this in front of the camera, okay? That Tommy said that he was raised by his mother till he realized, he said he